Hey, Lou Phelps is back in the building. The rumor mill says that Lou Phelps is back in town. I don't know how true it is, but that's what everybody's saying. That Lou Phelps, everybody's favorite local reporter, is back in Savannah. So, hey, Jamaica, I'm doing well. Good to see all of you. Renee is in the house. Sophia is in the house. Karina is in the house. Renee is in the house. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Uh, Mimi, good to see you. Tanya Scott Green, hello. Interceding, good to see you. Thank you for your time this week as well. Uh, Lenora is on with us. Janet, sending out love to her. Crystal Creations, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see John Hawkins on. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Angela Simmons is on, and of course, uh, the awesome Glenda Jones is on. So good to see you. Ethel Williams from the Highlands is on. I told you I some had some news for you, Ethel. So we're coming out there and getting this thing done. And so Lou Phelps confirmed that she's here. Sarah Stevens, Liberty County's finest and Liberty City's finest, is here. Good to see you as well. Good. Thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. I am glad to be home. Thank you so much, Sir DP. Excelsior to you as well. Dolores Simmons is on. Blessings to you. E. Joyce Paris is on. Happy 4th of July to you. Good to see Jacqueline Grant on. Greg Coy is on with us. Good evening. Shalina is on. How you doing? And of course, Laura Renee, all the way from Pennsylvania. Good to see you as well. And interceding, we'll see. Tia, good to see you as well. Marjorie, happy long weekend to you. Lawana Tillman, I saw you this week, but I couldn't get to you. But all is going all right. Grace to you as well. Sir Deepy, Diana, good evening to you. And Leaky is in the house as well. Perlette, good evening to you. Suave Scott, Angie from the DMV. I saw you today, and I couldn't get back to get a plate, so sorry. Barbara Dolores is on with us as well. Felicia, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. Hope everything is better. Lorraine Copeland is on with us, as well as Patricia from South Carolina, Jasper County as well. Lorraine is on with us. Uh, Ethel, that's right. Hey, Miss Ann McGee, good to see you. I love you, Glenda, as well. Wow, Shannon Royster is here, and Harriet Royster is here, so that's a good thing. Good to see you, Reverend Charles Dumas of the Townsley Chapel AME Church. Good to have you here, sir, with us. Roxy, good to see you as well. Tabitha Murphy Odell, former commissioner of Chatham County District 5. Thank you for joining us. Bernice Lohman is on with us, and if you need stuff done, she can be creative for you. Rockin' Robin is on all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. That's where she lives. I don't know where she is this week. She be all over the globe. Janita, good to see you. Happy 4th of July to you. Jeanette, good to see you. B. Nicole is on with us. Sam Tucker, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Lily Reddick, good to see you. Sabrina Riddle is on with us. Whoa, good to see you. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing all right. Michael Robinson's on with us. Andrea Hall Houston, good to see you. Thank you as well. Sandra Smith is on with us. Linda Wilder Bryan, my awesome colleague, District 3 on the Savannah City Council. Always good to see you. And then Monica Thornton herself is on. Happy Friday. Glad to have you here in the Seaport over this weekend. Judy Jones, good to see you, Judy Jones. Thank you for joining us. Monica, greetings to you. Thank you for being on with us as well. And good to see Carol Williamson as well. Good to see Angie Duncan Bainey. Thank you. Good to see you as well. Ted, it was good to see you in person. It was my pleasure finally meeting you. And so, hey, that was a good moment for us. Um, Good to see Katrina on with us as well. Aunt Ali is on. Much blessings to you. Shauna Kennedy, good to see you. My brother Richard Dinkins is on with us. Hey, Roxy, good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. Good evening, Rashawn. Thank you for joining us. My brother Keith, good to see you, sir. Joya Ellis Dinkins is on, so that means we have both Dinkins on. I think we got two more as well out there. Joanne, good evening. Good to see you as well. Shauna, we could talk about whatever we're going to talk about. So, we'll talk about it. Linda, good to see you as well. And we have Molly Lieberman on. Molly's been hiding from us, so we finally found her. Miss Angie Brown, thank you for joining us as well. Sherry Denise, good evening to you as well. And Sabrina, you're welcome. Drusilla is on. Happy Friday, Barbara. And good evening to Chastity as well. Billy Dab, good to see you, Billy. Hope you're doing all right. Priscilla, good to see you as well. And again, hey, my brother, LB3, good to see you, sir. It was good to see you today, albeit a sad, happy occasion. It was good to see you. Also, the Honorable Vicki Nelson, the councilwoman from Hinesville, Georgia, is on with us. Good to see you, and it was good to see you this weekend as well. Maddie Taylor is on with us. And all rise, the Honorable Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant is into the room. So that means y'all need to act right because the bishop is in the house. The bishop is in the house. Aisha is on with us, and yeah, I think it's on my calendar, but let's make sure if you would send me something so I can make sure it's in the calendar. And it's good to see our leader, one whose shoulders I stand on, Diana Harvey Johnson. That I had the opportunity to see today and see her being our griot, being our historian, always putting things in great perspective. David, good to see you as well. Sam Bryan is on with us. Phyllis, good evening to you. Cassell Bell, Coach Cassell Bell from Jacksonville, Florida is on with us. Justin Gross, good to see you. And I guess we've been in touch. I hope that we've been. And so we have Julia Dinkins on, Julia Bright Dinkins. Good to see you as well. Burdell Jones, I don't know if I congratulated you already, but she's our new school board president for Liberty County. So congratulations, Verdell. Good to see you. And my baby niece, Cheyenne Stoney. My niece for real. I'm gonna go ahead and put some love on her because I just love her. Loved her since the day she was born. Margie, good to see you. And Ned is on with us as well. And hey, Chatham County Commissioner District 5, Tanya Milton is on with us. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Greta is on with us. Bless you, Miss Ann. Thank you so much. Anissa, you're late, but you got in just before we closed the door. Barbara Kaufman is on with us. Thank you so much. And of course, terrific Terry Mobley is on with us. So good evening to you, Lily, Linda. Good to see you, and Jimmy. We share and the rest in peace. Pastor Akia White, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And J.J. Curry is in Germany. I just got back from there. Alicia, good to see you. Roxy, what's up? And Molly, it's okay. You're forgiven. And let me look. Kathy, good to see you as well. And Plant Riverside is probably jumping, Keith. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of folks out there. Raphael, good to see you as well. Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, we want justice, we want the truth, and so, we don't determine that. So we'll wait to see what they say. Michelle, good to see you as well. Talia is on with us as well. And Ivania, thank you so much as well. And Jimmy, we're good with that. All right, we understand it, and so, let's. Tara, good to see you. Let's see. All right, so we are getting ready Anissa, good to see you as well. Betty, did I get your email on June the 18th? I don't know. I do not know. Hey, Kathy Brown Grant, good to see you. And let me go ahead and deal with this right quick. Hold on a minute, y'all. Just hold on. Hold on 1 second. Angela, good to see you as well. Hey, Chrisone, my high school classmate, baby doll, good to see you. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We have to catch up. Georgia is on and Gloria as well. And let's see. Doris is on with us. Hey, our elder statesman Cliff McCurry is on. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Lita, good to see you. Thank you so much. Shauna is on with us as well. And the bishop is showing love to our leader, Reverend Jerome Baker. Good to see you. It was good to see you this week as well. Angela is on with us. Hello, good to see you. Catherine Graham, thank you very much. Sister Barbara Foster is on with us as well. Reby, y'all send me the information. You say don't forget. But I need you to send me the information. Dr. Patricia West is on with us as well. Patricia Johnson is on. Thank you very much. Debbie Williams Walker, I've called your name. Hopefully you're doing all right. Good to see my sister Stephanie Gibbs. I hope you're making it through. I hope you are doing the day by day, moment by minute. Sharon is on all the way from Midway, Georgia, but she's at the Essence Festival, but she logged in, so you did the right thing. Good to see Roscoe Perry. Good to see you, sir. Miss Sadie, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Latrell Carter is on with us. Good to see Loto on. Cynthia Moore is on with us. Terry Mobley, good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. Good to see you as well. Margie, so if it's Friday in Savannah, good to see you, Alan Wright. Thank you so much, Patricia. Good to see you. If it's Friday in Savannah, and you're keeping the faith, you're following the science, you are here with me. Good to see the Honorable Kendra Roll. She is a commissioner in Brunswick, Georgia. Good to see you, ma'am. Glad to have you here in the city. And Latrell says that all of the Carters are here. I want to send a big hug to Julia Carter. So I need to see you, Miss Carter, because I need to show you some love. I'm glad you are back with us. Pastor Jimmy Green, good to see you, sir. And Munir, good to see you. I almost came to eat there today. What time y'all close? I might come by there today. Monica is on with us. And Dot Davis is on with us. Hey, good to see Sister Alvernia Jackson, and thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak at your church, and a good time was had by all. Let me see. Hope this works. All right. Ms. Patricia, good to see you. And Vandalin, who's stealing my name, good to see you as well. And yes, hey, Joseph Anthony Garrett, yes, Miss Helen Fletcher Scroggins, we worked together, so she was people, she was good people, good solid people. Good to see you, Miss Mary. Thank you so much. Tanya is on with us. Angela is on with us, and let me see. I'm trying to catch up. Let's see. Lala, good to see you. Thank you very much. Melody is on with us. Fred, giving love to you, brother, as well. Michelle is on with us. So Mr. Bill's not far to be away. The Honorable Donald Lovett, the chairman of the Liberty County Board of Commissioners, is on. So this is a serious case as well. So ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to Friday Night Live. I am glad that you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? 119 weeks. 119 weeks straight. We have been coming together. 119 weeks. Germany could not even keep me away from you. Last week, I was in Berlin. It was 6 hours ahead, so it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was not going to let 6 hours and a couple of thousand miles keep me from you. Good to see the Honorable Gabrielle Nelson, who's doing great things in District 1, Port Wentworth as well. So thank you. It was good to see you. And so, yes, 119 weeks, 834 days, 2 years, 3 months. Every single Friday night we have been getting together. This is the longest relationship, situationship, entanglement. We've been booing up for 119 weeks. Hello, Mr. Bill. On Friday nights. On Friday nights. We've been getting together all over this nation. It is bigger than Savannah now. We have shown love all over the nation, and we've been getting together no matter what's been going on. So congratulations. Love to you. It is another Friday night. That means that we have made it through all that's been going on, and what a week it's been. Got a lot to talk about, and so we will get to it. First, couple of things. First, we want you to like the page. We want you to like the page. Is that my Keisha? Like my Keisha? Like my Keisha? Brooklyn Keisha? Good to see you. And good to see Jeff Felser. Jeff served us well as Alderman at large for the city of Savannah. Good to see you as well. Gloria is on with us. Carolyn Johnson is on with us. So just great people from all over the country that are here. And so we want you to like my page. Like the page. Second thing we want you to do, share the page. To Center, good evening to you. Share the page. Share it. Because we're not selfish with our love. In our entanglement, in our situationship, we're not selfish about it. And so this is a weekend treat for all of us of inspiration, of entertainment, of discussion about things happening in our community and across the country. So thank you all so much. Thank you for 119 weeks of keeping this thing together, and what a week it's been. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate it. Nicole, good evening to you as well. And Patricia, Audrey Baker, and good. So I'm good to see you, Keisha. And yeah, we are Savannah Strong. All right. And so 119 weeks. So the third thing I want you to do, you know, we show love every week to our girl Tara, and so you know how we do it. And so I'm putting that into the chat. Just do like we do. All right? Do like we do. Do like we do. Hashtag Tara Strong. 3 green or cherry, what do they call? 3 apple stars and then the red star. That is how we show love and encouragement to our girl Tara, who's going through. She feels our love. We believe that if enough people send love, prayers, and support, we believe it changes things. We believe it changes people. And you don't have to know her, you don't have to know what she's going through, but certainly we've been doing this and we've been sticking through this with our girl Tara. So thank you so much for joining us. And then Wayne is on from McKinley 211. Good to see you as well. Let's see. So thank you all for doing that. Vandalin, come on. You can move to Georgia, but you can't move to Savannah because there can only be one Van Johnson here. So I'm just saying. All right. And see, Lenard says 119 came out on the midday today. Play 119 straight in box. It wins. All right. We win. Sabrina German, who is our voter registration director. Good to see you as well. Ivy Fair has snuck in the room. The awesome Sherry Price is on here with us as well. And Reverend Debbie Morris, my sister and friend, is on. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we send in love. We send 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 love as well. Leonard said July 3rd will be 16 years. Congratulations at Canla. Um, and so let's get into and good to see Renee Queen has joined us. You have not moved to Savannah yet. What are you waiting for? Um, and yes, you're right, Lord. The number already came out. Rashawn, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. A lot to talk about. So yes, thank God. Yes, I've made it back safely from a whole week of being in East Germany. Um, I was in Berlin. I was in Halle, Germany. I was in Rostock, Germany, and then went back to Berlin, Germany, with the U.S. State Department, working with them, working with communities about countering violent extremism. And certainly, East Germany knows about violent extremism, and so we've been working with cities, finding ways to create partnerships, seeing what's working in communities as we deal with hate and extremism. So it was a very busy week. It was a long week, but I mean, for the first like 4 days of the week, I only got like 2 hours of sleep. I mean, I wake up like at 1 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep, and during the day, I'm just like knocked out. All right, good to see Councilwoman Toya Tucker from Columbus, Georgia. Thank you so much for sending the nice gift. Good to see Kim Hebron on, who does amazing work in Haiti. Always good to see you as well. So yeah, it was a busy week, and then I got back at like 1 a.m. on Sunday morning, and then got right to it. And so since then, got back, literally landed like at 1 o'clock and turned my phone on, and then all of a sudden, there was a shooting in City Market. So, you know me, I went to City Market to see what was going on. Got my luggage and went to City Market, and just people all over the place. Somebody started shooting, and then other people were pulling out guns. And so, as you know, this is an issue of concern for me. I don't know how to exactly deal with it, because we right now, thank you, Ms. Patricia, we right now have laws here. Thank you, Teresa, I appreciate that. We have laws in Georgia that allows guns to be everywhere. And, unfortunately, that's the thing we need to be talking about. And I'll talk a little bit about police and all that in a minute. But the reality is that right now, guns are allowed everywhere by anybody. And so I'd heard that, there was a young lady who was shot in Atlanta at a drive-through because she gave somebody too much mayonnaise. And so he shot her. The reality is that because guns are everywhere, we don't know when guns will show up anywhere. And that is a detriment to people everywhere. Good to see you, Regina. I appreciate that. That's the issue. I understood by the time I got down there, somebody pulled out a gun and somebody started shooting, and then everybody started reaching and pulling out their guns. And so, I want us to make sure that we are very clear about what the issue partly is. Now, again, I spent a whole week in Germany, and they were telling me in Germany now, and they were puzzled. It's like, why y'all got so many guns? And I think sometimes we misinterpret the Second Amendment. And we have to look at it in the full context of the time that we were in. But, in Germany, they have one gun-involved homicide every year to 18 months. They told me that. I couldn't believe it. And I think that our fascination, our obsession as the arming of Georgia, has created a situation where nobody is safe anywhere. And I want us, and particularly with these elections coming up, those are the questions we got to ask. because the fact of the matter is that, you know, you don't know who. At least one time or another, it was people who had license. There were licensed gun owners. They, you know, had to go through a process to have the gun. And then you had law enforcement officers. Now anybody can have them. And that's a problem. That is a problem. And, you know, we have to remember that arguments and those types of things that involve, well, disputes without a gun is a fist fight. So, you know, I have talked about, you know, then, well, Billy, can a private property owner say no to guns on property? Yes, they can. A private property owner can say, you can't bring guns on my property. Yes, they can. So, you know, this is happening not only in Savannah, but it's happening all over the state of Georgia because we are arming Georgia. And so, therefore, we can't be surprised, hey, Kaya, when guns show up everywhere. Everywhere. And so the arming of Georgia is something of significance that we have to be very, very concerned about. And so for me, since they're going to blame me for everything going on, I can't control the guns, but I can control where people are in this city. And so, yes, I said that, you know, I would consider a curfew. You know, people are going to be mad. I'd rather people be alive and mad than dead and mad. And so we've met with our partners, the various folks that we work with, and the goal is that what can we do to keep our citizens safe under the rules or under the hand that we're being dealt. And so, you know, the thought is well, then let's start limiting the people. So, I mean, you know, instead of 3 o'clock, we might shut some things down earlier so that people are not out there. Betty is people, not the guns. But if the people don't have the guns, it's a fight. So you take somebody with a mental issue, take somebody with a beef, and you put a gun in their hand, now you have an issue. And all my bottom line is this. You might have a right to carry a gun. I have the right to not get shot. And whose right is really more important? Whose right is more important? I have the right not to get shot. In this country in which we claim to be the greatest country in the world, good to see you, Pamela, you know, we have 3 times more guns than we have people. 3 times more guns than we have people. And we've had more mass shootings in America, which means 4 more victims than we have days in a year. This is what it is. And, you know, what are we going to do? How sick are we of gun violence in our community? And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to have y'all, you know, blaming me for stuff I have no control over. And more police don't have it. Police get killed too, as you know. There was, I think it's somewhere in Texas, 2 officers and the dog got killed. Why they had to kill the dog? 2 officers and a canine were killed. But anyway, I know. Yeah, I heard in New York they passed a bill. I mean, I just want Georgia to have some common sense. And I'm not saying to go all the way to be very, very restrictive or be very, very liberal, but I think we can find some middle ground to be able to protect the Second Amendment and protect second graders too. I believe we can do both. Whose kid has to get killed before we realize we got to do something significant? That's what I'm saying. I got invited. I'm going to the White House, I believe next week. The president is signing the Safer Communities Act into law, and so I'm going to the White House to be there for that. But I mean, you know, again, my concern and you know, we'll express even to the president. I mean, what do we do with states like Georgia? What do we do? I mean, I need to be all right. And I don't want to have to suffer for somebody else's crazy decisions or for somebody else's beef. That you got beef with somebody else, but then I'm just walking around minding my own business. When those bullets fly, they end up everywhere. And what happens to that kid? What happens to that elderly person? What happens? Good to see Reverend Vaughn Jackson on and Delisa Cliff. And so, you know, I got to do what's necessary, and I got to do what I have to do. And so people, we don't want that. But then when something happens, it's like, well, what are you going to do about it? I mean, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? I mean, I think here lies an opportunity to be able to say to your state leaders, we want to live. We believe that we should have the right to be able to live. We have to look at gun violence as a public health issue, a public health crisis, because that's what it is. We have to. And it takes a whole community approach, but you can't tie our hands behind our back, make it difficult for everybody, because you don't know who has what. You don't know who's carrying. Why does it matter? Because you ride and somebody rides up next to you in a road rage incident and they have a gun. What happens then? And so if you're going to hold me accountable, then I'm going to be responsible. And yes, James, law-abiding gun owners aren't the problem. But the fact of the matter is, there are guns everywhere. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, James, criminals don't follow laws, but it's one trigger away, one trigger pull away from somebody being a law-abiding citizen to being a criminal. One trigger pull away. And whose kid has to die before that happens? That's what I'm saying. So Vandalin says they arrested 6 people for killing a 14-year-old in Mobile, Alabama. So Christina, nothing can be done at the city or county level because the state precludes or stops or forbids city and county governments from passing our own ordinances. Now, if we could, or I want you to know that we would have, and it would have been balanced. And it would have required that, you know, you go through some process. If you have to go through a process to have a driver's license, if you have to go through a vision test and go through a written test, and it's a privilege that could be revoked, then why can't we do the same thing for guns? If you have a history of violent behavior, if you have a history of domestic violence, if you have mental illness, then maybe you should not have that. Sabrina wants to know, will be a change to last call? Well, it might be. It might be, because again, that part we control. And so if people got to have a little less fun, and if people have to make a little less money to be alive, to be mad at me, then I say, so be it. Because at the end of the day, lives trump everything. Safety trumps everything. And so, you know, that's kind of where I am. But, you know, we have been working with our partners. We've come up with some things. We've come up with some techniques, some things we're going to try. And we're really blessed in Savannah because we do have bars and restaurant owners and tourism folks that are really concerned as well, and they want to help. And so we're working to work together to be able to help make that happen. And yes, James, criminals don't have permits now. You're absolutely right, they don't. But I will tell you, 200 guns have been stolen from cars in the city of Savannah in the first 6 months of this year. 200 guns have been stolen from cars in the city of Savannah in the first 6 months of the year. So what does that make the law-abiding gun owner? Does it make them complicit too because they were irresponsible with their weapon? Let's talk about it. So if you're a responsible gun owner, a law-abiding gun owner, and you're reckless with your gun and leave it in the glove compartment, leave it in the center console, leave it under the seat, and leave your door unlocked, and somebody steals it, are you law-abiding now? When that gun ends up somewhere else, used in a homicide or a shooting somewhere else? Tell me. Tell me. Billy says, if we as taxpayers collectively maintain Savannah, then will it be responsible to ban guns in Ellis Square? I guess we could, but I mean, I think the problem is that how do you ban it without checking? And so that becomes kind of it really does. It becomes kind of extremely cost prohibitive, so to speak. So, I mean, I think that's really the truth there. So, there should be a law passed that makes it illegal to shoot innocent people. Hey, James, that is what it says. But again, if you feel that all of the shootings that are occurring across our country, that's fine. So people can have the right to bear guns, then that's fine. I just hope it's not somebody that you love that is victimized so that your right shall not be infringed upon. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I care enough about the people that are important to you. And again, I carry. Be real clear, I carry. But I bet you one thing, you won't find my weapon in my car, and you certainly won't find my car unlocked. That's irresponsible. And so to me, and we're looking to find ways of creating an ordinance where we will hold those gun owners responsible. We find your gun involved in some type of incident because you were irresponsible, we might have you charged or have you complicit in doing that. So, Billy, can we ban guns in places that we feel needed? The answer is no on public property. No, not on public property. If 200 people this year had just locked up their guns, secured their weapons, we may not have those issues this year. Hey, Tam Tam. Hey, Katina, good to see you. If someone steals your car and kills someone with it, are you liable? Maybe. Stealing your car is one thing. Leaving it in an unlocked car is something different, James. We're not going to conflate those issues. Totally different. So, Monica says more process to vote, less process to kill. Government sanctioned. Thank you, Monica, for being as awesomely profound as you always are. Well, that's an idea. Lou threw a good point. Guns should be insured. Natalia wants to know, where are the police? The police are there. Cameras are there. The 5 people who stabbed yesterday was a domestic incident. These are people who lived in the same house. A police officer or a camera would not have stopped the 5 people being stabbed. And a lot of our gun incidents, believe it or not, are domestic. These are from people who know each other. So, Natalia, the 5 people who were stabbed yesterday, that was a domestic incident. So cameras would have had nothing to do with that. Again, keep in mind, cameras and police are somewhat proactive, but mostly reactive. They're mostly reactive. So, the goal is, let's stop for this happening in the first place. So, Glenda says an AR-15 was stolen from a car in Chatham County. All right. So, yeah, we're looking at being able to do that. So, Billy, I don't know everyone's situation with a gun being stolen. Everyone isn't being irresponsible. No, but we know the majority, Bill, that the majority of these cars were unlocked. We know that. We know that the majority of the 200 guns that were stolen were taken from cars that were unlocked. So you going to tell me that's not responsible? Why are you leaving a gun in your car in the first place? I mean, if you're carrying it for protection, if the gun is not on you, is it protecting you? I mean, let's be logical about this. But anyway, Tanisha, good to see you. We're glad that you're back. But again, these are guns happening all over the country. All right. And James, well, Ben Franklin is not living in Savannah with guns all over the place as well. Natalia, well, again, if someone's broken into your car, that's something totally different. On the other end of it, you should not have a gun in your car. Again, the gun is for protection. The gun in the car is not protecting the car. So stop making excuses for people, Natalia. Stop making excuses for irresponsibility. So that part we're going to deal with. So just letting you know. Snowy wants to know, can freestanding medical detectors be placed in City Market? Yes, they could be, but again, City Market is privately owned. They would have to bear the cost of that. So they would have to decide to do that. Jacqueline, good to see you. Paula, good to see you as well. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Vicky Golden, my neighbor, good to see you as well. Well, James, that's what we're doing. We're going to make it a crime. Well, Debbie, I mean, that's what we're talking about. I mean, the fact is that people want to sit here and talk about, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? Can we all agree, A, that we all have a right not to get shot? Can we all agree that leaving a gun in a car is a bad idea? Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree that Savannahans and people in other places should take their firearm and keep it with them? What happens if your child gets your gun and shoots themselves or shoots you? We had a couple of those incidents where babies had guns and they shot somebody. But anyway, why can laws be passed that allow guns to have tracking devices? Well, again, I'm open to ideas. Tanja, good to see you as well. In China, yes, there are mothers of murdered sons, and I interface with them regularly. And again, we appreciate that. Again, Matthew, I'm open to it. Let's see. Ben Franklin was a wise man. I'll be interested in what he would think about what we're going through now. Good to see my neighbor Janet as well. Carolyn is on with us, so that means Savannah is around. Hey, Savannah. So I wanted to talk about that. So that was the first thing. Second, I wanted to talk about as you know, yesterday we announced that Chief Roy Minter has put in his resignation. Hey, good to see you, Charlinda, as well. He put in his resignation for 30 days. This was not unexpected to us. When he was nominated by President Biden to be the U.S. Marshal for the Southern District of Georgia. Hey, good to see you, Savannah. We knew that we had to work a time for him to transition away from the Savannah Police Department. I'm hoping that he gets it. I'm really, Ethel, good to see you. Kathy, good to see you as well. And I appreciate him. I appreciate anybody. The hardest job of probably in the community, harder than being the mayor or harder than being a city manager, is being a police chief. People complained about, hey, Judy, good to see you. People complained about Chief Minter, but guess what? People were complaining about Chief Lumpkin, and people were complaining about Chief Talbert, and people were complaining about Chief Lovett, and people were complaining about Chief Burko. I was here, so I remember I received letters on all of them. And the fact of the matter is that people need somebody to blame. And oftentimes, the police chief, that position, hey, Cherry, good to see you. Good to see Barron on as well, is the nexus of that. And so I know that it's not an easy job, and I know the nights, because I go to crime scenes all times of night, and I know that he's been out there. I know that when we had these demonstrations in May of 2020. He was marching in all of them along with people. And so I just say, you know what? Chief Mentor, I mean, it was a hard time. You worked during COVID. We appreciate what you have done, and we wish you the best. I mean, I think all of the hate is not necessary, particularly from people who don't have the courage to put on a uniform and go out in the street themselves, or for people who don't have the courage to be able to put themselves in a position to be criticized by people who don't know you, or people don't know what you do or what you go through. The fact of the matter was, we get blamed for everything. Here I was in Germany, and they were blaming me for what happened while I was gone. So, I've learned that you don't know what the shoes that people walk in. And the older I get, I recognize that I appreciate people for who they are and what they do. And so, the reality is, for us that, the man did the best he could with what he had while he was here. He wasn't perfect. He made mistakes. You show me a person who is perfect, and I'll show you Jesus Christ. So that's where we are. So I wish him the best. And I think that I hope that he gets his job, and I hope that he does well. I mean, I think it will be a blessing for us to have a U.S. Marshal for the Southern District from Savannah. And I think that's a benefit to us. And I just think that there's people who just want to complain about everything. Chief Mentor can't be responsible for everything bad happening in your life. Van Johnson can't be responsible for everything bad happening in your life. And so, obviously we sit in seats of responsibility and we do the best we can. Obviously, if people think they can do better, then, you go and you become a police chief. Again, it's a difficult job. So Lenny Gunther is a good guy, good fella. He's been raised up in our police force. We'll support him as we did with Chief Mentor. We'll wish him the best. But again, don't do him like you did Chief Mentor. Don't do him like you did Chief Lumpkin. Don't do him like you did Chief Tarbert. Don't do him like you did Chief Lovett. Don't do him like you did Chief Burko. Come on. Public safety is the public's responsibility. And so we get there by working together, and we don't get there by sitting here pointing fingers about what people do or should do when we're not walking in their shoes. So that's what the deal is. What else? Why did Savannah spend $489,000 on ShotSpotter but doesn't keep data? Yeah, because it works. The data on effectiveness is, now what you don't understand, Mrs. Stevens, is that there are two sets of data that you're talking about. So the data on its effectiveness is, and for those of you who don't know, ShotSpotter is a gunshot detection tool that triangulates gunshots. So basically, before police hear you, if you hear a gunshot, ShotSpotter says that we think that the gunshot is here. And it can tell you within a very small area of land where they believe the gunshot occurred. The benefit to us, it allows police officers to get to the scene faster. And oftentimes we have caught people in the midst of the shooting. Or if somebody's shooting a gun or firing a gun, we're able to get police officers there quickly. So we have data on how many times ShotSpotter deploys. Now, how many times ShotSpotter has led to an arrest? No, we don't keep that data. I mean, again, that's not data that we would keep because, again, the ShotSpotter technology is for the shooting. And so I think it works. Our citizens think it works. Our council thinks it works. That's why we spent the money to expand it. Our citizens wanted to expand it. So that's why we expanded it. So that's where we are. What else? Thank you, Betty. I appreciate that as well. James, no, I mean, hey, James, you know what? I don't mind people who just agree. I mean, I respect you for coming on and being respectful of your positions. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you know, I have a lot of friends that I don't agree with. A lot of friends I don't agree with. I mean, I have friends that are conservative, I have friends that are liberal, I have friends in the middle. Depending on the issue, we don't agree. But we can agree that, what the issues are, that they're important. We agree that each of us have a right to an opinion and that we can, respectfully talk about that. So I appreciate you for just coming on and sharing your perspective. I mean, I don't mind that. So thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And so, happy Fourth to you, sir, and we can agree on Happy Fourth. Good to see you, LaMonica, as well. Barbara, any update on turning Sears into affordable housing? Um, it is not a dead issue. It's not really affordable housing; it's housing, and so um, it's important for us when we talk about affordable housing. Affordable housing is not low income housing. We have to provide housing at all levels because housing at all levels creates housing at all levels. So, for example, I might be in an affordable unit, but then something in Sears works out for me. So I move from my affordable unit to something a little bit more expensive because I can't afford it. And so that opens up. So our goal is to make sure that we have plenty of housing. So that has been approved and that process is moving forward. Um, the other thing is that I would really want to um, get the state's help on is that right now in Georgia, a landlord can raise somebody's rent 1,000%. I mean, and it's happening all over the place. That you have a landlord that says, you know what, your time is over, your lease is over, and I'm raising your rent $500. Either pay it or get off. I mean, get out. And so there are people who are being priced out of their homes, and there's nothing the city of Savannah can do about it because Georgia allows them to be able to do that. I think that is so wrong. Um, I mean, in New York they have what's called rent controls, and I think rent controls are an opportunity. And I'm not saying to really stop. I'm a landlord. I mean, to really stop people from raising rent in response to market conditions. But I think that it shouldn't be over a certain amount because again, I think it makes it very, very difficult for people um, to be involved or to be engaged. Um, you know, because I mean, you think about it, if it was you. I mean, we all have the price points at which our housing becomes unaffordable. We all. I mean, that's the problem. And so um, that is the issue. Okay. And so, you know, I mean, I hear from people, they call my office and they're like, my person, um, my landlord raised my rent $500, $600. I mean, that's not right. I mean, what do you do? I mean, you're pricing people out. So, um, let me see. Uh, Billy wants to know, can a resident legally rent out a room in their house? I think it falls under bed and breakfast. I believe so, and I believe there's zones in which that happens. So I think so. Okay. Good to see Desmond Duval is on as well. Hold it. 3 shots. Cha, cha, cha. Nice, beautiful. So I wanted to talk about that. And again, this weekend, um, Dot wants to know what happened to the water at Tribble Park. Um, well, Tribble Park is it's not a lake. It's really like a man-made retention pond, essentially, with water in it. And basically, underneath the water, underneath the foundation of that retention pond, um, there has been soil slippage to the point where the water had been leaking out of the park. And so we have approved um, $2.5 million to get it fixed. And so, they had to drain it because as soon as you put water in, the water was coming out. And so, under the leadership of Alderman Purty and the city manager and myself, we've been able to get the $2.5 million approved to go ahead and get that fixed. So there are very few private properties in New York that are rent control, and it's primary and public housing, correct. And Billy raises a good point. The fact of the matter is that people deserve a place to live, which is why home ownership is so important. But if you can't afford to own a home, we have to do some things. Good to see Miss Loretta on as well. Good evening to you. And so, I just think that this bull housing market that we're in is really creating issues for people. And then you're going to have people that are in houses that they're underwater. They owe more on the house than the house is worth, and that's going to be an issue. Can I speak on Savannah? The police department joining forces with the SWAT team provide. No, we have as an accredited police department. We provide training for our SWAT team all of the time on all kinds of things. So the SWAT team was downtown doing an exercise last week on Whitaker Street. They do stuff in schools all over the place. The goal is we have to be prepared. And so our police department, they practice all of the time on all kinds of stuff. Our fire department practices all the time on all kinds of stuff. So they were practicing active shooters in high schools even before the Uvalde massacre. It doesn't hurt for them to be prepared. So I appreciate that. Barbara, I believe that they are taking bids on Tribble Park now, and this is the permanent fix for it. So we recognize people being understanding. We know it's not a pretty sight. We know that the wildlife has gone away, but on the other end of it, you can't have a retention pond of sorts that is draining water. That water goes somewhere, and that water will go to the houses that are around that park. So, we had to bring in some structural engineers and tell us what was going on, and now we know how much it's going to cost, and good to get that done. Good to see Donatello Ray. That's my real baby brother, my for real baby brother. So he's not a baby anymore, but good to see you, bro. Thank you for joining us. I wanted to talk about that as well. Betty, but Betty, understand this. This is happening all over the country. This is not just in Savannah. This is happening all over the country, everywhere. And the fact of the matter is, people cannot buy your home if you don't sell it. And so we have private equity firms, and we've talked about this before, private equity firms that are out there calling you, texting you, sending you emails and sending you messages asking you to sell your house. And you don't have to sell your house. They are investors. They want you to sell the house below what it is worth. If they give you an offer, you better believe that your house is worth more than that. Because if they give you the money that your house is worth, they can't make the money at it. And so the fact of the matter is, the selling of Savannah or the buying of Savannah is because people are selling their homes. They're selling their homes. And unfortunately, we have to make sure that we have estate planning. Do you have a will? You will not be here always. The day will come when the Lord will call your number. And you are going to have to leave this place to go somewhere else. You're going to go to the smoking section, or you're going to go to the non-smoking section. I like that. You're going to go to the smoking section or the non-smoking section, but you're going to leave stuff here. And so if you are not very clear about
what your desires are for your real and personal property, then you will have people making decisions for you, and things will end up the way that you did not intend for it to end up. And I have seen families destroyed because Big Mama told everybody something different, and they could not agree. The house went into disrepair and ended up, something else happening. So just wanted you to know that. And Billy, I'm glad you stopped getting those letters. I've gotten less lately, but I mean, hey, I'm calling it. I mean, we're calling it as it is. Stop harassing people. If people want to sell their house, go to a realtor, go to somebody like Linda, or go, and go ahead and sell your house. But I mean, don't do it through these equity firms. So that's the deal. And Glenda got her will done last month. I hope you have left me something nice. Please, a T-shirt or something of you, as well. And Lynette is correct. Not only a will, but a trust as well. So yes, thank you very much. And Crystal wants to know, will the tax lien auctions become consistent? Well, I think they will be now, because the issue is that taxes are going up, but taxes are not going up because of the municipalities. For example, I'm proposing that the city of Savannah, we're going to hopefully drop our property taxes to the lowest in 10 to 20 years. But valuation is up because of all the sales. So because of the sales, the value goes up. And that means that's more taxes people are going to pay. So, and people are not going to be able to pay it. So I think you'll start seeing more tax lien auctions. Hey, Trinastic Devon, thank you so much. May God bless you as well. And Tam Tam has a will to live, but Tam Tam, you need to have a will when you're not living anymore. Okay, so I need you to help us with that. All right, and yeah, hey, Laura, all of the T-shirts from Germany. You know what? The people in Germany must be smaller because the shirts were not like American sized. I mean, they were like extra large. It looked like mediums over here. So I just brought y'all all the love as well. And Marianne, you are extremely right. Have a healthcare directive and a power of attorney. That is so important as well. Know what happens, because you know what? I'd be like, keep me alive, and shoot, my niece is big. Pull the plug. Yeah. So make sure people know, and make sure you file it, and make sure people know what your wishes are. So I want you to make sure you do that as well. And yeah, so I wanted to talk about that as well. So, and then hurricane season is here, y'all. Don't wait. Again, it's been raining all weekend here. You know that we're in that time. We've been really, really blessed. We've been phenomenally blessed, y'all, that we have not had to evacuate in the last 2 years. Remember, in 2017, 2018, we've had to evacuate. We've had to evacuate. And so you need to know now where you're going to go, because the places you used to go, you may not be able to go anymore. So I'm just saying, know where you're going to go, have a plan. If you rent, get renter's insurance. Renter's insurance is relatively inexpensive, and the good thing about renter's insurance is that it covers you when stuff happens. You have renter's insurance. Go ahead and get it, because the fact is, if something happens here, the home might be covered, but the fact is the contents might be covered for the homeowner, but not covered for you. So make sure you have renter's insurance. And Shasha, thank you so much. I know you're not gonna let them do me dirty, but I got family members who'll be like, pull the plug, pull it. I'm like, I'm still here. And then somebody will come, let's resuscitate him. They're like, no, he's going to oversee the Lord. Let him go. I'm sitting there, help me, Stony. So I appreciate you. So make sure you do that. So Mary wants to know, are there any plans for income-based housing for the disabled and under 65? There are some, not for us. There are developers who develop that type of opportunities. So I wanted to make sure you had that as well. Then also, Marianne um, has said something, and she's right. Flood insurance is important. I am not in a flood zone nor any of my properties, so but I have flood insurance. Remember, flood insurance involves water that is rising. So you could technically have a situation where you are in a heavy rain event and water is rising, and your homeowner's insurance covers the water coming down, but it doesn't cover the water coming up, and you're out of luck. So make sure you get that. And the important thing is that you need to do that now because it takes about 30 days for flood insurance to come into effect. So if you got flood insurance today, it would not take effect until August the 1st. So if you don't live in a flood zone, go ahead and get it because it's cheap. And then, of course, if you live in a flood zone, you have to have it. So um, just want you to know that. Billy, don't die. And Barbara says that renter's insurance is very reasonable, and I agree. Um, yes, I will. So we have advertised a tax rollback. The state of Georgia has some crazy stuff. Um, the law in Georgia says that um, if your digest, your tax digest, it is really confusing, but if your tax digest goes up, then you are to roll back your tax rate to the amount of the amount that you gained. So if it raises up this much, you have to drop your taxes back to here. If you don't do that, then it is considered a tax increase. So even if we lowered your tax rate, the rate that we charge you, by Georgia law, it means that um, it's still a tax increase. It's totally stupid, and we've asked the state to change that language. So technically, we'll be dropping your taxes to the lowest rates in over 20 years, but technically, according to the state of Georgia, it's a tax increase. We're dropping your taxes, but the state says it's advertised as a tax increase. And so I mean, it's confusing. So just wanted you to know that. Crystal wants to know any talk of allowing Airbnbs available in the city besides downtown and Tybee. No. The goal is that we are a city of neighborhoods. Um, we want people to be in neighborhoods. And we know that when people have Airbnbs, that helps push people out of houses. And it adds to our housing issue. So, we have a zone for Airbnbs. We're managing that pretty well right now. And so, I'm not supportive of Airbnbs being all throughout the city. I'm just not. Obviously, I think I'll make more money on my houses if they were Airbnbs. But the reality I know is that I have tenants that live there that won't have a place to live. So, no real talk about that, Crystal. Um, I do not know if the school board might be doing something. I know they're doing something. I don't know if it's the same issue about them rolling it back and it's considered an increase. I'm not sure. I got to check. Um, Good to see Iron Bull as well. Um, yeah, yeah. So I mean, Airbnbs in concept are really, um, people think, hey, I can make money with it. But the fact is that, if a home is for Airbnbs, then that's one set of residents that can't live in that home. Those homes become hotels. And we have one street in downtown Savannah where the entire block is like freaking Airbnbs. And so this one resident on this street, I forgot what street it is, has no neighbors. No neighbors. Every weekend he has different neighbors. And when people come to Savannah, they come to Savannah to turn up. And so you have people coming to Savannah, they're coming to turn up, they're coming to live their best life. And so they come and they do that. And, what about the people that have to live there every single day? They're having a good time, they're up all night. That's an issue. So, anyway. So, I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you. Helen, I love you too. Um, you know, thank you all so much for your prayers. I feel them. Thank you for standing up for me when it's not popular to. Thank you for being my hater blockers. I just come and do the best I can. Um, I'm not perfect. I do not subscribe to be. When I started with this, I said I'm not anybody's savior. I cannot save people from themselves. But I said I will be a servant. And I said every single day I'll put on a uniform. Every single day I'll go into court. Every single day I'll go hard in the paint for the city of Savannah. That I'm going to love Savannah. And I'm going to go hard for Savannah. And I'm going to keep our residents safe. I'm going to do everything that's within my power to be able to do so. And that I'm going to defend the city of Savannah from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and do whatever it takes to be able to make that happen. And so for those who feel I should be doing this or doing that, y'all just pray for me. Y'all just pray. This is supposed to be a part-time job. They say it's a part-time job. I haven't seen a part-time hour since I've started this. Every single day, hard to pay, going hard for my city. Hey, Kaya, thank you so much. Greta, I love you too. Lucille, how you can find out if a particular house is used as an Airbnb. You can look it up, or you can contact our zoning office. Hey, Miss Marshall, we love you too. And Linda Wilder Bryan, I know it's been a rough week for you. We love you. And I know Bishop Grant is praying for me, so I know I'm all right. Lisa, thank you so much. Julia, thank you so much. Glenda, thank you for always having my back. I appreciate you all more than you know. I would not be able to get through this if it had not been for you. Kathy, thank you so much. Julia, thank you so much. Jacqueline, thank you as well. Tam, thank you so much. And, I'm telling you now, hey, we'll be doing this again next year. I'll be offering myself up, and we're going to, I think we got a record to run on. I think we got a record to run on. I think that we have successes to build. And I think that, thank you, Miss Marianne. Thank you, Miss Regina. Thank you, Barbara and Doris. And Miss Dolores and Manir. What time you close, man? I'm hungry. Iron Bull, thank you so much. But, we got a record to run on. We have done some amazing things in this city. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pastor White, thank you so much. But the fact is that we've done some amazing things under the most difficult circumstances, and I will not take credit for it. I'll tell you, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, we would not be Savannah strong. If it had not been, thank you, Stephanie, and as well, thank you, Carol. If it had not been for amazing public officials like Linda Wilder Bryan and people who have worked hard to, to take the job seriously, and realizing just how difficult. I told them before they started just how difficult this is. But I'm thankful for them. DeLandria, thank you so much. But the fact is that they do it. They do it. And they hold me up, and I do my best to hold them up and be supportive of them and the work that they do. So, I think that we're built for a time such as this, and we're ready and we're prepared to go hard. Good to see you. I love you, Sabria. Thank you. I'm glad you made it back. I mean, you made me so jealous the way you were turning up. I'm like, well, why don't I ever get invited on these trips? I mean, Drusilla, thank you so much. But, we're in this together. We are stuck like Chuck. And so just wanted to let you know that we're all right and we're in this together. Kathy, thank you. Tam, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, Michelle and Mr. Bill, thank you. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Y'all stay safe. Stay safe, and get some rest. Know that I appreciate you. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Pastor David, good to see you. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you.